Stevick, Wen and Finley, and away we go on a Sunday afternoon with the sun shining. Sylvia out of the middle, pretty good last week, hooks it down towards half forward. Benell, lively customer, slips away from Malcheski. Look at him go, 55 metres out towards full forward. Will it run on? Hacked out of the air by Dunn. There's the opening goal. Demons on the board.
Benell's just got wonderful speed. He just burnt Malcheski off then, and then just kicked it to a very dangerous part of the ground. And Dunn, who I think is he's a good forward. We've seen him play some midfield roles, but I actually think that he could be a better forward, Dunn, if they persevere with him down there.
Davey a bounce, stays off Goods, then a centering kick, and a beauty too comes to Bruce. 55 metres out, Bruce across the ground, Watts pushing up. He's got it 60 metres out. Just lobs it into the path of our man, Richo. Green's taken the mark. 35 metres out. And this will be a soda for him. Just bring it back left to right, split the middle. Brad Green. Such a talented player, and normally such a beautiful kick. And he comes. Kick is on its way. Oh, and it brushed the post. Did it? Or is it good? It's good. It just missed the post. Richo is down there high-fiving no one in particular.
Thought we might see Dunn on Goods, but he's playing sort of half forward at the moment with Kennelly on him. Great tackle, got him. It was Wanamiri.
I reckon he made contact with his foot then.
Yes.
And Wanamiri, he's found Green.
Teddy, just here, mate.
He's 23-14 from set shots so far this year. The first one, he might have got a bit lucky. That one, he's kicked it magnificently. That was spot on. Well, right on cue, he's kicked 2 early goals.
Bartram emerges with it, kicks it out towards the wing. Oh, nice work in front. That's Bale going down towards half forward. Was it Marriage? It was Marriage who won the ball. Wanamiri. Green's got it again. Here's Green going at his third. And he's put it through. Green's got 3. Melbourne have got 4. And what a start by the Demons. In stark contrast to last week when they couldn't buy a goal early against the Dockers.
You know, I mean, it doesn't mean much, but he's 8-2 against non-Victorian clubs at the MCG. Now, Dean doesn't have a winning record as a coach as yet, but he certainly does all right when he plays a non-Victorian here.
Bellany's back. Right there, Ryan. Push out now, guys.
The other veteran gets a chance to kick a goal, and Cameron Bruce.
That's it, right there.
They've been playing catch-up football, but this has been a really positive fast start for them.
It's only his second set shot for the year, Cameron Bruce. He's kicked 4 goals so far. That's a beauty. I mean, this is just a fairy tale start. Melbourne lead by 5 goals to 1. A couple of their veterans who were in those dark times for a long time, Green and Bruce, coming to the fore. Jim Stynes, who's had so much to do with Melbourne's resurrection off the field and on the field as well, as with us today. The Prez, we spoke to him earlier. Jim, I asked you, what about a fast start? You've got it, mate.
Yeah, look, it's great because it's, you know, we haven't had a lot of them, but definitely, you know, getting our hands on the ball, getting in front, getting the free kicks makes a big difference.
And Wanamiri's been terrific early, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's just burnt off. He's just got a lot of pace and a lot of confidence. He's obviously loving playing with Liam.
Now, can they keep the smile on Jim's face as this game goes on? They're up by 24 points.
Kick into Morton. Now, this is where they've been dangerous going forward here. Watts in the heart of the centre square. Decision time. Took a long time. Found the mark. And Jara. Well, this is like being in a candy shop if you're a Melbourne supporter, isn't it? So their oldies are kicking goals. Their number 1 draft picks are getting hold of the footy. Their Indigenous stars are doing just that. Kajara, well, yes, of course he can. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
3-man, but Morton's gone with him.
Sylvia kicking it up towards the wing. Jamar, almost the juggled mark. Kennelly, well, he missed the target. Now an opportunity for Morton goes to Jones. Jones has played every game this season, lines up, and rarely has he done better than that. The MCG is alight.
But once again, Sydney had control of the footy then, but it was an errant handball, and they got caught on the rebound. But they are being stretched at the moment, Sydney. They're trying to send some numbers behind. They're just trying to hold the game up for a period of time, just to try and get some momentum themselves.
So, Tim, the last 6 times Melbourne have gone inside 50, they've scored 6 goals.
No, they've been sensational, but it's on the spread. I mean, they look so much quicker once they get out in the open spaces, Melbourne, than Sydney, and they just can't control the ball at the moment, Sydney.
Over the football. Too slick for Kirk. Up goes Sylvia. Well played to Davey. Davey inside the forward 50. Almost to Jamar. Wanamiri swooping on the loose ball. Done. Bacon square. Goal!
Just watch this again. Good pressure. Not enabling Sydney to rebound. Kept the ball inside. There's Wanamiri, number 33. Smart play, intelligent play, dishing the handball out to Dunn, who's been really lively in their forward line too. He's got a big, strong body, Dunn. I like the way they've set up this afternoon, Melbourne. Their forward line looks outstanding.
Now, umpire having a bit to say in midfield, bit of jousting going on there. Meantime, Rivers got a one-out contest against McGlynn, took the mark, plays it to the wing. 10 possessions in the first term to this man, Colin Sylvia. Long kick. Green is going back in position. He is a wonderful footballer. We're not jumping on the bandwagon because I think we've liked him from the outset. He may have got more adulation. As it is, he's about to get his 4th goal. Drives it through. Sydney in desperate trouble. 43 points the margin.
To Morton, to Frawley, and then Frawley to half forward. Well, Sylvia's been brilliant. He's probably been the best player on the ground. He's had a lot of competition so far because they've had some outstanding players, the D's. Back he goes. Now Frawley can kick it a fair way. He decides to go bang and kick right to the goals. And it's, yep, you betcha, it's that sort of day.
Better than 50% on a forward entry, and this will do it for you every time. If you actually kick it from outside 50 over the top, somebody had to get a paw on that ball. Pike was a desperate lunge at the end. You see Frawley there on screen. That was just a wonderful kick. He has just blossomed into one of the better defenders in the competition.
Camped in front, lays it off to Johnson. End-to-end stuff. Sylvia stumbles, assisted by Wanamiri. Well, he knew he was going to do that before the ball arrived. Scully knew he was going to do that before he kicked it, or before the ball arrived. He puts it through.
Well, this time they come back through the corridor. Quick hands there by Wanamiri. But each time Sydney look like they're trying to mount some sort of an attacking challenge, they've been stopped by Melbourne. Their defensive pressure has been outstanding. And then once they gain possession of the ball, they're really quick on the spread.
So Morton, it's the last thing Sydney need is a 12th goal for the Demons in the opening half. And Morton with a long, strong kick to the goal square. Big fly, he's got it. The Russian.
There was no body contact on him at all. What's this? Pike just sat back off him. He actually had to just involve him in some sort of a tussle there. Just allowed him to 1, 2, 3 jump into the ball.
He's a terrific footy story, isn't he? I mean, at 26 years of age, he's suddenly become an overnight sensation. And there you go, 12 opening half goals.
So Bale did okay a couple of times there, and now Frawley. As we said, a goal kicker earlier today. Searching kick inside the 50. Green was up, falls to Dunn. Learnt by his previous effort. Straight through the middle, he's got 3.
But good setup, good patient setup again by Melbourne, just to change the angle of the forward entry. And there we see Green, who actually is so dangerous in the air. He draws defenders to the contest. On that occasion, there were 3 drawn to the contest, one going back with the fly of the ball. It was Teddy Richards that actually cannoned into Malcheski, and Dunn, who I actually think is just a natural forward, finished it off.
One thing Melbourne have done great all day today is whenever they've taken a mark 60 to 80 metres out, they play on, wheel around and get it into their deep forwards. If you're a deep forward, that's what you want. It makes the backman have to reset all the time, makes it a lot easier for you.
Pressure on Grundy, but then won it back, and that kick into the centre was a courageous one because they had some opposition, and then McVeigh's gone.
Didn't get a disposal. Play on advantage.
And Jones given the advantage and gets within range and goes for goal. And yep, he's kicked his second, and they've both been memorable.
This is the second one. That's from the first one was from Jared McVeigh. That one's from Kennelly. And then Melbourne again, as we saw in the first half, their gang tackling, their pressure, their ability, and their willingness to work really hard when they don't have the ball has been a feature of the way they've played this afternoon.
Long kicking too, Tim. You talked about it earlier. They've kicked the ball long, haven't they? Frawley, she's been a dasher. He and Jetta, they've been together a lot today. And then Frawley, nice kick, running hard. Morton, now this would be a great goal. Leans back.
Oh, Bruce.
Oh!
Now, it was a little bit untidy up to here, but then they started to clean it up, and Frawley is wonderful in as much he can play on a tall, he can play on a small with his speed.
Hold a percentage advantage over Carlton because right now they are in all sorts of trouble. Marrick goes short to Wanamiri. Well done, that was good stuff. Coming from Shaw, brilliant handball. Bruce to Bale, to Jara. It's a good kick, Jara. Oh, they're going to be something, aren't they? The D's are going to be something.
Well, Cam Bruce has been outstanding. Just watch this use of the ball from Cam Bruce here. Just does the right thing. Bang, handball over the top, keeps his head under pressure. I'm really wrapped for Cam Bruce because he actually had to reinvent the way he plays his footy.
I need to talk to Jim. I need to confess. Jim, I was a member for about 3 or 4 years of the Demons.
Oh.
And I've lapsed this season. Can you send me up the paperwork now?
Definitely. We'll have to send you off for a Foundation Hero membership. That's $5,000. You'll be saving the club.
Steady, Jim. This is not Bruce. This is Dennis.
He'll take 4 of those.
Send up the paperwork, Jim. I want to join this afternoon before I go back to Perth.
Good work.
Bale and Shaw, then Shaw back to McVeigh, and then O'Keefe, and Bruce, who strips him of the footy, and that has been symbolic, and then tried something very, very clever. Wanamiri, this will be something clever too. There you are, dribble it home. Oh, Aussie boy.
He has just been electric in the forward half, but once again it was Cam Bruce against O'Keefe. And also McVeigh. Neither of those guys have had particularly good afternoons. And then Wanamiri he summed this up again beautifully, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't elevate it. I'll just dribble it along the ground. And just watch, this will be the perfect angle. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Kirk, stolen away by Scully, or rather McKenzie, kicks inside the forward 50, and on the lead, Johnson. So they've got 11 goal scorers at the moment.
Nathan.
Johnson yet to kick one.
Follow him if you're going to. Otherwise,
Could make it the dozen with the 18th for Melbourne. Well, Grimes has possibly, over the journey this season, been their best player.
Oh,
that's a beautiful kick. 12 goal scorers now. Melbourne 80-7, swamping Sydney 5-5.
And they've looked super quick today on this fast track, haven't they? Davey cut off by Bevan to Meredith. And then Meredith uncertain. Well, he's gone too far.
Oh, no.
Oh. That doesn't sum up today because that would be doing a disservice for Melbourne. But it sort of sums up Sydney a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They have been so shaky in the back half, haven't they?
They've really made it difficult for Sydney.
Well, Aaron Davey, how many goal scorers, Dennis? There's a lot, aren't there?
That's 13 now, Bruce.
13. It's a lucky number today.
They're a good scalp for a side like Melbourne to grab because they are hard doers. Scully, Johnson gave him the ball or tried to. It came behind. Davey, sockers it off the ground. Bennell goes looking for Green. Controlled it pretty well. At the back, Jarrah instinctively to Green. Green goes in, gets number 5, equals his career high.
From the overhead shot, that's Bennell there with the ball now. That ball didn't hit the target. Green actually kept it in his own real estate, and then it was the fact that Jarrah was so quick to pounce on the ball. And generally, Brad Green makes the right decision when the ball's in his hands. Thought that through well.
A good Shepherd from Mumford kicks it around the outer side. Scully got the crumb. Back it comes to this man. He's been very impressive, Bale. He was picked up late in the draft back in 08. Pick number 64. Well, I think they've got a good one there. A little blue chipper from deep in the draft. He was involved his second time. Morton kicked it in, and now we've got holding against Richards. So it's going to be Watts who gets the kick. Richards on Watts. Sounds like a Rolling Stones reunion. And of course we've got Mick Jamer. That's taking a little license. But the signs are good for Watts. It's slowly starting to come around. Tim, what do you reckon?
Oh, no, he's going to be a player. There's no question about that.
Not everybody is lucky enough to be a Tim Watson, a child protege. There he goes through the middle. He's taking a while.
Frawley just sweeps it to Wananeri. He can take his pick here, left, right or centre. He goes out wide to Bennell, and then Bennell takes off and kicks the goal to the goal square. Green lurking.
Free kick, Jamer.
Well, they're going to love this, Melbourne fans.
Up against you.
That's the big body against Ted Richards again.
2 metres.
And his presence in the goal square is a good one to have, isn't it? He's done it a couple of times today.
He can go forward and kick goals.
This is for a second. So Melbourne get 22. They're getting closer to that 161. They're up to 140.
Oh,